Welcome back. My name is Candice Sanderson. I'm author of The Reluctant Messenger that you see behind me and The Reluctant Messenger Returns, an unexpected adventure into the angelic realm. The other day I mentioned in my video that I had received a message just recently from the messengers, and it was about the foundations of a building, and there was a vision that went along with it. I've had several people contact me asking for more information, so that's what I would like to share today. But first, for those who might be new, let me back up just a little bit. A little bit of my history. I was a psychologist until 2018 when I retired, but in 2013 I had a spontaneous opening to spirit, and my whole belief system changed because I went from being a skeptic, only believing I used to trust only what I could measure with my physical senses. If it couldn't be repeated, if I couldn't see it, feel it, taste it, hear it, then it didn't exist. Until 2013 when I had the spontaneous opening. I retired in 2018, and that's significant because until then, the way I would receive messages, I would get in the car each morning on my way to work. I would buckle up, and I would turn on my iPhone's recorder, hit record, and immediately the messages would come. And along with the messages quite often were some visions. When I retired, I substituted my Section 504 and IEP meetings with meditations in the area. I would attend meditations at Mystical Moon, at Goddess I Am, at Church of Spiritual Light, and that's when the messages would come through. Now, the third significant thing that happened in 2020 is, of course, as we know, the coronavirus pandemic. Since then, I have been staying home. I'm not going to meditations. And I felt a little bit lost. It was like, how do I get these messages? I've always known that I could just ask for the messages and they would come. But they seem to be so much more, genuine if they came spontaneously. But I needed to change. And these are times that it's good to make a change. So I decided, what am I going to do? How do I need to approach this differently? So last month in July 2020, I sat down at my computer and started typing. And I've got a transcript of what happened, and this is what I want to share with you. I typed, my 2 books are published, but what else is needed? Where do I go? What course should I take? What direction should I take? And immediately the answer came. Begin at the heart and follow the subtle guidance from within. And then I typed that exactly what I was feeling. There was this tugging sensation, but it's more like a real gentle nudging. And I've learned that this is the way of spirit. I have fine-tuned my senses, and it now allows me to pick up on the threads of energy that float among the ethers that separate me from the non-physical plane. And then the messengers replied, but why do you say, quote, separating me when you know there is no separation? We are all one. Our dimension exists simultaneously with yours. It is only your perception that causes a separation. It is a perception of a separation. Now, I couldn't help but smile because I knew this was true. I sat back in my chair and I realized, okay, this is the direction for a new book. And the message, as it downloaded, I immediately knew the title of the new book, The Reluctant Messenger, Conversations Within. Just as the muses within had given me a title for the first book, they had just provided this one as well. And for those who haven't read The Reluctant Messenger, the muses within represent a set of energies, non-physical energies that started conversing with me, and they're the ones who said, you will write a book, even though I was kicking and screaming and said, no, I don't want to. And they provided me with a list of chapters, and I couldn't have written the book without them. So they had just provided this title. And then the message continued. And why not? For the wisdom lies within. For within lies the truth. For within lies the connection to your true essence. As humanity embraces the mantle of the new earth, communications between the physical and non-physical become more apparent. This is the new life, and it is accessible to all. Let not your hearts be troubled. Breathe in the peace and the serenity that surrounds you. A new world shall open. And I immediately ask, is this the muses within? And they respond, the muses within are part of our collective. They have laid the foundation for the messages that have arrived. They were the first to knock upon your door, and they guide us now. They know the subtle connections to reach you, and we shall rely upon them to steady the ship and steer a course that is true. They are our North Star. Now, I smiled and I typed that up. I said, I smiled, so this is the way it will be. I'll ask the questions and the messengers will provide the answers. I have a sense of curiosity, but I never have seen myself as being like really, inquisitive. I've always kind of let life guide me in a direction that's meant to be. So I wondered, where am I going to get these questions? Where are they going to come from? And the messengers responded, not to worry. Just as we provide guidance in the form of answers, we will nudge you for your questions. Listen to your heart. What questions are surrounding you at this time? What do you want to learn most? Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. I think I might continue this for the next video. But if there are questions that you have, put them in the comments below, or send me a quick email, and I'll see what the messengers have for us. So this has been this was fun. This is going to be a new journey for me. I don't know where it's going to lead, but I think most of the fun part about the journey is not the destination, but it's just how you travel on that trip, how you travel on that road. And this is certainly a different connection that I've had than what I've had in the past with the messengers. So if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm looking for more subscribers. I would love for you to subscribe. If you want to follow me on social media, I have another YouTube channel called Spiritual Conversations with Carrie and Candice, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.